Hey guys, we're on Mackinac Island in Michigan. We're here for Proven Winners' 4th annual Grand Garden Show, and it has been amazing. This island is like a step back in time. There are no cars, it's all horse and buggy and bicycles. A really different feel. And the whole thing is just loaded with flowers. It's just amazing. So I want to show you some of the gardens and just kind of give you a little bit of a tour of where we're at. So at the Grand Hotel there is a proper dress code. After 6 o'clock, men must be attired in coat and tie, and ladies cannot be attired in slacks, so we have to wear skirts and dresses and things like that, which is a very different experience for me. We're heading to the tea garden. It is so beautiful down here, and kind of a fun fact, you can probably see the hotel right above me. It has the record for the world's longest front porch at 660 feet.
We just procured some bicycles.
And neither of us have ridden a bicycle in years.
Yeah, so this will be interesting, but we're gonna go check out some of the houses and hopefully show you guys some of the awesome gardens.
Yay! I love it. So fun. We're on this road. The Iroquois is 11. We're on the right road.
I thought Iroquois was 9 or 10.
Or 10.
Oh yeah, so we should take a right.
Yeah.
Over here.
Yeah.
So we can go straight.
Like I said, there are no cars on the island, so there are either horse rides, horse and carriage, or bikes.
Yeah.
So we are on bikes right now, rolling around, and it's kind of humid, but it's really nice. But look at that. Can't beat that. This is the entrance to the Iroquois Hotel, and this is another one of Proven Winners' signature gardens. We've showed you 4-star greenhouse in Michigan and a Pleasant View in New Hampshire, and those were both signature gardens as well. So we're going to take you down this pathway and show you all of this beautiful color, so many pretty plants, and then around the corner to see the amazing view. You guys are going to love it. So the reason I love this garden so much is it's not huge. I mean, this is just a small walkway leading to the backside of the hotel, and it is so full of color. It just shows you how much you can do in not a very big space. So the thing that I'm seeing a lot of, especially on this island, they have been using the Surefire begonias like crazy. These right in here, this red that you see, they are just phenomenal. But there's a lot of other things in this space that I love. The hydrangeas are looking beautiful, as well as this browalia right here, which is one of my faves for shade. And then more lemon coral. You can see this lemon coral down here. We've seen that as kind of a recurring theme through all these gardens. A lot of this being used. Another thing I noticed on this island is a lot of rock walls, a lot of retaining walls, a lot of decorative, just raised bed type things. And a lot of it is just dry stacked. There's no mortar, there's nothing. It's just individually placed stones. Everything's hand done, and they've done an amazing job. Just beautiful work. There's people eating. This is kind of their dining area, so I'm not going to say a whole lot, but just take in the view. Look at this. So a lot of the plantings up here are kept really low and tight so they don't get in the way of the view, because look at this. And if we come out a little bit further, you can see all of the beds that have been planted up, those big splashes of color, really inspiring. I'm told they do quite a few intimate weddings out in this grassy area. I think that would just be perfect. This is the next garden. This is Brigadoon, and all the gardens that we're showing you today, including the Iroquois Hotel, are ones that have been created and maintained by Jack Barnwell and his team. And the thing that amazes me the most about this group of people is that they do everything without cars. It's all with bicycles and horse and carriage. So all of their tools, their everything, they haul around just behind their bikes. If it's big stuff, it's with horse and carriage. So it's something that I just never dreamed of somebody doing, but they do a beautiful job. I mean, just take a look right here. Look at this colorful border. Packed full of annuals in great colors. I love the color palette, the pinks, whites, purples, and the pale yellow. It's really pleasing. And these meteor showers of verbena attract the monarchs like crazy. So if you want to attract monarchs, plant meteor showers verbena. I'm going to plant a lot of it next year. All right, let's head to the back. Ooh, before we go to the back though, look at this, you guys. So the fine line buckthorns right here, these green, taller green shrubs here, that's a really interesting choice to me. Usually you see evergreens in places like this, the real formal evergreens. I really like that they chose something different. It makes it unique. Amazing hydrangeas here, and then if you follow up, you can see the horse, the barn, and throughout this garden, they've got some really beautiful carriages. A lot of these homeowners, it's really important to them to maintain the history and the feel and the traditions of the island. And I think that's what brings people here. It's such a neat step back in time. It's really charming, very different from any place I've ever been. They've also got artists posted in the gardens and they're painting beautiful pictures. Okay, we're gonna hop back on our bikes and go see a couple more gardens. This is Hollyhock Cottage because of all the hollyhocks planted along the front of the fence, and that's traditionally what's planted there. So we're gonna go through this garden and then the one right next door that's called Edgecliff. I gave tours through these gardens yesterday to a bunch of gardeners, so we'll just go right in. One of my favorite things about this house is all the rock work. Come and take a look. This is all limestone from Eden, Wisconsin, and it's all hand-placed, hand-carved, dry stacked. They brought in over 275 tons, I don't know if I already said that, but 275 tons of stone into this garden. It's amazing. And this whole renovation, so the whole house and landscape renovation happened about 3 years ago, and look at it already. It already looks like a mature landscape. No words. It's a beautiful mix of plants too. All the heucheras and hydrangeas, the sedum right here. I think that's a rock and grow, beautiful. And then here's more surefire begonia right here, and the lemon coral sedum, so popular this season. I'm planning on using a lot of that next year. But look at this wall. These are all granite boulders, and they're from the Upper Peninsula. And they were all stacked, some with machine if they had it, because you know there's no cars and no machinery on the island, so you can get a special permit if you've got big projects or home renovations, things like that. And so some of these were stacked that way, but you can see that they have meticulously placed these rocks and cut them so that everything fits just perfectly. And again, that was all Jack Barnwell's crew that did all of this work. Another thing that I think is really cool is they've been trying to add in edibles into all of their landscapes over the last couple of years. So you have these terrace levels full of gorgeous plants, and then you look right over here and there's a big zucchini. And next to that there's tomatoes and peppers and other things, and I love that. I love seeing practical mixed in with the pretty. Up here, this vista is just beautiful. I happen to love urns and anything that looks like that, so that just calls to me. So this garden ends with a really woodsy feeling area, and I love the grass in between the stones. It's so pretty. Okay, let's go to the next one. This is the Stroh house, and my favorite part about it is, well, all the color and the hydrangeas. Check them out. So I'm seeing a lot of large stones with grass in between. Really pretty way of doing pathways. Look at these double impatiens. I need these in my life. I don't know much history about this house, but boy, it is just absolutely gorgeous. Look at the box hedge right here. Just kind of a nice frame for this area. There's another one right there. I love that. That just gives structure without really having any like rock or any difference in the landscape. It's all flat right here, but that kind of makes it look like it's bumping up. Really neat. You might notice that we are right next to the Grand Hotel. Next door neighbors. This is like a little woodland walk. Look at this. I bet this is beautiful at night when the lights are lit here. Oh my, you guys You guys would just love it. If you guys ever get a chance to come to the Grand Garden Show, definitely a bucket list thing to do. It's so worth it. So inspirational. So one thing that Jack Barnwell said in his presentation this morning, which I loved, was if you have something in your garden that you don't like, that's ugly, or that's just not doing it, it's not thriving or producing like it should, rip it out. That is my MO. Like, if something is not making you happy in the garden, just get rid of it and put something in there that you love. And I know that like is fingernails on a chalkboard to some of you guys. You guys don't like the waste or whatever, but I think it's a waste to have something in your yard that you don't think is pretty. What a beauty you are. Hi. Whoa, did you get that?
Yeah. He wanted to take a bite out of you.
Hey. Oh, this is a neat one. I'm gonna hang back a little bit because there's another tour going on up front there. But look at the bonsai. How cool. This one's got lots of funny little art hanging out. Toads and hedgehogs. There's an eagle and an owl I saw. I always kind of like that. Like, I don't have a lot of that in my own garden, but it's kind of whimsy. I don't know, it makes me laugh. So, oh, see, there's a cat. This is really nice, just brimming with color and foliage. The coleus and the impatiens and just the supertunias, it all looks so pretty. I love it. It looks like we've got some Supertunia Vista bubblegum in these urns, which I have a ton of planted at home. If you've been watching our videos, you probably remember seeing us plant a bunch this past May. So that's it, you guys. We only covered like 4 or 5 of the gardens that are on this tour. There were 14 total, and they were all beautiful. They all were unique, but we only had so much time. So I hope you enjoyed seeing what we were able to capture. There's a few things that I'm taking home for sure. Major inspiration in the way of planting perennials. Just lots of color. It's totally worth it. It makes gardens stand out and makes them really just pop. There's a few in particular, like the Surefire begonias and the Meteor Showers verbena, not verbena, that I saw planted a lot, and I really liked it. The second thing was take things out if you don't like it. If it doesn't work in your garden, take it out. You know, love where you live. Love your garden. And the third thing is to slow down a little bit. The whole feel of this island is a step back in time. There's no cars, there's no running around. You know, you have to take a bicycle or horse and carriage to get to where you need to go. And there's something about that, you know, slowing down and enjoying the slower pace and not trying to get so much done so quickly, enjoying life. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.